would like to introduce you to Rob Oellermann from the Tantalum IDS MNC Retail Hedge Fund, established in 2005. Greetings, I'm Andrew Ludwig and welcome to BLACK ONYX Alternative Investments, where we bring you face-to-face with some of South Africa's most talented boutique asset managers and industry stakeholders. Today it's a great pleasure. I'd like to introduce you to Rob Oellermann from Tantalum. Thank you for joining us, Rob. Maybe you could tell us a bit about your background and how you got into the alternative investments.
Yeah, it's an interesting story, Andrew. I've been in the fund management industry for over 22 years, actually. I started initially at Allan Gray and then Coronation, both in the traditional long-only space, South African orientated, and then was very lucky, actually, with Coronation to get sent to the Dublin office in 1999, end of 1999. And the Coronation long-only product, global product, was actually largely focused on alternative managers by choice and through sort of strategy that the firm had employed. That experience in Dublin and then in London, we moved the office to London very soon after me getting there, was formative in my own investment process, understanding the culture of boutique managers, in particular boutique hedge fund managers, and seeing kind of in the flesh, as it were, those managers operating in London with kind of best of breed hedge fund managers really gave me an appetite for my own personal investment philosophy, and with my partners at the time, it was the catalyst, really the catalyst why when I came back to South Africa I had that hankering, that desire to get into the alternative space.
Rob, can you perhaps give us a bit of detail on your firm and some of the strategies that Tantalum represents?
So Tantalum Capital started in 2005. A group of us left Coronation, and we wanted to run this sort of very purist boutique fund management business. We kept our heads quite low, below the parapet, for a long period of time. Our business has never been a personality-driven business. It was always a team of three, and then actually five of us after a short period of time from Coronation, who all worked together. And it was always about how we operated together and across a very broad spectrum of both SA equities and then right through the capital structure. And we've had that I think fairly unique strength from the beginning, covering the full range of the capital structure. The firm has evolved to now we are a team of 16 people, 10 in the investment team, and we cover the full range of South African opportunities across the capital structure. As I said, equities, fixed interest property, preference shares, and credit.
And finally, Rob, could you give us a bit more detail on the fund you represent and how it differs from mainstream investments and other alternatives?
Our MNC fund is equity centric and generally tries to go long short equity and protect capital over the full market cycle. I think the key differentiator is co-investment mindset. What would you do for your own money? And as an investment professional, that's the kind of the strongest recipe, I think, for aligning your interest with investors' interest. And I've seen that throughout my career in the long-only space and then into our boutique spaces, how important it is to have that alignment of interest. We had the opportunity in 2005 to start Tantalum Capital, boutique focused really on a one-size-fits-all hedge fund initially. And we have grown the business subsequently, so it has evolved slightly. But we've always had the same DNA, the same investment view that's in our longest running hedge fund. The heart of this business is that alternative investment vehicle, that alternative fund.
Rob, thank you very much for joining us and taking the time to share your background and a bit of detail on the firm and the strategies. And thank you for tuning into BLACK ONYX. For more detail, you can visit www.blackonyx.co.za. We look forward to collaborating with you. BLACK ONYX is an authorized financial services provider and warns that there are risks associated with financial products and past returns do not guarantee future performance. The purpose of this content is to present different regulated asset management strategies overseen by regulated firms and individuals whose opinion may not necessarily be shared by BLACK ONYX and/or the members of the public. No information or opinions contained in these interviews constitute a recommendation or invitation in any jurisdiction to invest or otherwise deal in alternatives and traditional investments as represented by BLACK ONYX.